Hello. Bear with me one moment while I finish setting up because apparently it decides it doesn't like me today. In the meantime, stream begins in like 6 minutes. Right, we're not gonna do that. Okay, that's what should be shown. That's cool. Nice. Ugh. I want to get hold of this because, well, I'll be quite frank, I actually need a new picture. It's this song. I like this song. Nice. New profile picture. Good here. It's not that easy to like understand like where it's going to go. So you have to kind of like I'm just like, ooh. Right, give me a sec. Because I gotta tweet out still and and the likes. Let's see. This is like kind of the bad thing because when you try and do anything like actually on the computer, it kind of messes up because the Alright, 2 to 3 more places to put this. let me see. Boom. Boom. Oh, that did, right. I think... I think we're good. Whoa! What happened? Okay. Alright. This is not how you play guitar. I'm here all week. Right, whose head can I smash this over now? It's alright, we'll put it back where it belongs. Or at least we'll try to. Zat! How you doing? How'd your Pokemon run go? Thank you for the red. Greetings. We'll go up to Chill Central. I don't actually know if my thing's working. I'm probably muted, knowing me. We'll go to Chill Central. Nah, we're good. And we'll zoom out a bit. Greetings. Welcome, Zach. How you feeling? Oh, happy dandy, and I hope everything's gone super well. I've been doing okay. Ran into a problem with Grant's gym battle. I'm very close to being able to beat him, but my Killia. Gonna need to grind up a bit to a Gardevoir, sadly. No one likes grinding. It's a necessary evil. My best wishes go out to you. I would love to actually catch one of those streams one day, but real life instances stop me doing so. Those instances being like work and things. It'll be okay in the end. You can do it. I believe in you. It be what it be. It is what it is. Why is everything a meme? Might be one of those 1 hour grinding sessions to get it done. Or I'm sure there's an exploit. I'm sure there's a way to very quickly gain levels in Pokemon. There has to be. Rather than just run through the grass in roots. There's got to be a way to exploit it. I always think of When I think of like people exploiting Pokemon, the main thing that comes to mind is, oh, what are they called these days? The guy who like soft locks it. So he calls it soft lock picking. I can't remember exactly what his name is, but that is proof that these games can be beaten a completely different way how intended. Because if you can literally lock the game down to a point where the only new option is to make a completely fresh file, if you can lock save files, that's either like an intentional thing or it's bad game design. Don't worry. Ow! I'm sure you can figure it out. Besides, it sounds like you could have a chill session back there with like just grinding out. Because you'll get to like a certain level where you'll just be rinsing them in one hit anyway. Ah, Pokemon. I need to play a Pokemon game. I'm not buying one though. I'm not buying one for 60 anyway. Right. I don't know exactly what we're doing. Alright, there's one public lobby of this. Let's make a new public instance. Why not? And we'll go and hang out in the world filled with balls. I hate myself so much. I turn into a child in this world, but I feel like it's comfy and relaxing. Cool. Ball pit. That was a bit too close. Ow! Ah, right. Huh. One day, you'll most likely be able to catch one of those sporadic streams. I'm hoping so. One of these days. If you stream tomorrow, I'll try and catch it. I'll try and catch it on Saturday. Not Saturday. Friday as well. If you're streaming Thursday or Friday. I'll try and drop by. I should be able to, hopefully. Something isn't right here. Tomorrow, Friday and Saturday? I'll try and catch your streams. I want to be there for the finale. I want to be there when you earn your final gym badge. If that's the end of Pokemon. If that sums up how much I know about Pokemon. It's something to do with gym badges, and I don't know if there's anything more than that. Let's get one of these. Huh? Oh, no. Calm. love this world. I'm just waiting for like someone to spawn in. Hopefully we don't get someone who's half naked this time. Now we get Siren Head.
Hopefully the music choice is better than last time.
Praise the gods. This is kind of what happens when you try going around and jumping into public worlds. You just get two giants that look over you, and that's unfortunate. But hey ho. Let's have a look what else we got. Ooh, a juicy tower defense game. Stop the cars from reaching your heart. Intriguing, but not cozy. We can go to the drone retreat. Let's go to the drone retreat. We haven't been here in a while. Okay. That wasn't good. Right, what can we do here? Yeah, let me get hold of the camera first. Cool. Let's take a big one and a little one. And we will start from, we'll go on this one again. All right, cool. So we have to have like an inspiration of what to draw. Now I don't want to just draw a sunset again, or a meadow or a field. I want to draw something else. Something that's simple but not too, like, much. So no people. Draw a Gardevoir. I mean, I can try. Memory. gonna put up a window. Why am I trying to do this from there? I can just like... Okay, I have a photo. Ah, it's a small one. Can I say that's large? Perfect. No. That's gonna have to be like the best I can get because... Alright, so we've got greens and pinks. So, how best to start? Let's start with... I'm gonna mess this up completely. No, I don't like that. Again. Absolutely no artistic talent. By the time it gets to the neck there, it needs to have curled over the face in the outline. Like that. And then it like kind of comes over here. The eye does kind of like that. It's kind of more of the face than that. It's kind of like more like that. Oh, I don't like what I've drawn. We'll color it in, don't worry. What is this? All right. No, that needs to come from like here. What is... All I draw is like a soup. Right, we're starting again. But all I draw is like a really like enthusiastic duck. If we start again, we can actually start with the colours. I think that might help us a bit. So what is it? Is it like this green? It's a bit darker than that. Okay, so we've got like more of like a I think this is too light. Kind of like that. Not quite, but that seems more kind of right. That comes down like that. Kind of goes in. Then there's like another like bit there. And then it goes in again. And then from there we need white. Because then it and we can color that in. We add details later. We can add major details later. Right. What else is there? We need a hint of black, right? And a very, very subtle one. With I don't think I've got enough of the hair on, so I might have to like that because it curls in. Uh-oh. It's alright, we can fix it. Right, let's see. Okay, we can work with that. It's more of this green we're going for. So now we can color it in. Needs to cover more. Right, we can do the hairlines again. That's fine. The main thing is that it covers most of the face. The hair needs to cover most of the face. Which I think we've managed to do. And then there's like this one that like runs right along the front here. Down. Like that. Right. Right. Let's go for the eye. This is gonna be like so right. Can I? Not the best way to paint, by the way. Shouldn't paint like this. Now, where's that start? It like starts part way. You gotta be so careful. Yeah, and then it like and then if we grab what shade of like purple is that? It's like it's more of a pink, more of like a no, that's way too bright. That's better. It's like a that's much better. That's like a darker. Hey Atlas, welcome. I don't know if you classify this as fine art, and I'm definitely not painting in the right way, but welcome nonetheless. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're just chilling. Not sure how I feel about that. This do be some very fine art. It's way too dark. It was not like it wasn't light enough, and now it's too dark. Let's go for a bit of a. That should do it. Is this a card bar? Yes, it is. One wrong move could end my entire career as an artist. Ooh, so careful. looks like one. At least someone can make out what it is. Because I definitely couldn't. Right, I need that shade of green back. Hold on. I'm missing like the most important part, the eye. Oh, that was close. What? What are you doing? You never get that sparkle that you want. You never really get that. Could you post a link to this world in the Discord actually? Sure. We'll try and put like a bit of sparkle in the Godbot's eyes. How do they do it? It's kind of like there. A bit more. Just perfect. Try and tidy up a little bit. I feel like it's not big enough. I feel like the eye's way too small. Looking at the picture I've got, that's the sense I get. Let me change the this one, set that to oh, that's much better. Yeah, the eye's way too small. Doesn't matter. This Gardevoir, Gardevoir is its own person, its own Pokemon, and it can be whatever it wants to be. So we need to kind of give it a bit more flourish back here. It needs to kind of circle out a bit. And then it like curls in here. Just need the shape. That's all I need. Because then I can go over it. God of War. Is that the correct pronunciation? I give to you God of War. Could you imagine if that was actually the face of like the God of War? Wow. So it's like from there, and then it like. Not sure how I feel about that, but it's gonna do. Oh, that was actually quite tedious, that one. And I can't get too close to the headset, otherwise it stops tracking. It's alright, we can rectify that. Outlands, I curse you. I curse you with all my hatred. The outlines. Because it wouldn't look like it wouldn't look right without them. Now we're going way too far in. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Okay. We can put. Oh, can we? No, let's not. We can always redo the eye if it comes too far. Is the thing, because like the face kind of just ends. know what? It actually looks so much better now that I put the outlines in. The eye size looks fine. I'm just looking on the reference that I've got, and it's like the eye is more like to here than it is to there. Like I said, that's nothing major. I can fix that if it is necessary. That's way too dark. I need light. Ooh. Art takes its way in multiple forms. And while it may not be an accurate representation, it is my representation. And we can fix the way it looks. Big, giant, pokey eyes. Heck yeah. So it kind of needs to like... and down like that. But then it like comes out. This is what I need to draw the neck in. Because this runs to the shoulders. The shoulders come over. Well, the shoulders go behind this actually. So the rest of it I can draw on the next layer so I don't accidentally mess up this. But where's that like... Alright, alright. Where can this like... It kind of starts like here. It comes out to like the front of the hair. And then it's like here. And then there's one more that like comes down from that one. Kind of that sort of, in that sort of way. Unless that's like one, it's like more of a triangle, but we can work with this. And then back there is just like completely like, it's darker than this. Well, no, it's more dull than anything. So it's like more of a this color. So like her shoulders would hit like here almost. Well, no, because she's got no neck. This has layers. Oh, this goes deep. This goes deep. There's some mad stuff been made in this world. By talented artists. Because using this stuff does take some talent. Me, I just eyeball it. Nice. And that's kind of the same color as the rest of the like top of the hair, so that one. I'm sure you could like get in here and make some amazing stuff, Atlas. Given this is kind of your field. Ah, hand. I want to pop in and say hello for a bit. I hope you have a good night. Hopefully I'll catch a stream later on this week when I'm less busy. Great job on the Garba. No worries, Atlas. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And this is actually coming out really nice. Blimey. How have I managed this? This isn't what I usually am good at. Alright, so let me put this down. I'm gonna have a drink of coffee, and this is kind of what I'm a little bit skeptical of, because I'm there like woo 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 the whole time, and there's coffee on the desk behind me. And this is definitely more of a sit down job. But just to like explain like what people can make in this game. I mean, you have this. Like, need I say more? Like, some of this stuff is amazing. Like, look at that. You know, it's quite amazing what you can make. Right, so now this is going to be a test. Because I don't want to ruin everything that I've just made there, so there we go, right. So now I'm painting. Can I paint behind? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do part of the neck above, and then like part of the shoulders above. Maybe I can do like. See, this is tough, and it's gonna be tough when we reach like the cloth as well and stuff. Oh, right. We're gonna have to like kind of. It's gonna be like some sort of chibi version. No, the neck's not that thick. It's like kind of like that. And then we can use more white to woo! This is like the most stressful thing I've ever done. And it really should not be. And I'm trying to visualize where exactly this would come over, because it's kind of the same color. So kind of like here is where like the top of her like dress is, but I need to be so like careful about how much leeway I give that, because that goes underneath, so I need to draw that on the next layer. What if I... Because if that's the top of her... then all of this, excluding like just a tad next to the hair, all this needs to be the same color. I can put the extra in. I'm gonna make her actual like dress and stuff, the green parts on her dress, I'm going to make that a little bit darker. Wow, it is all coming together. Now, I've got to be like very careful about how far down I actually go. I'm going to make her like a bit shorter than usual because I've drawn the head really big and I don't have much canvas left. And there's a long dress to draw yet. Okay, let's do that. Let's give her like what are we thinking? More like a not a super dark, but like if we go a bit brighter. Just maybe just a tad more. No, it needs to be a tad more brighter than that. I think that'd That would do it. Because it kind of like comes down from the hair there, comes down, and it gets obscured anywhere, but I want like enough of it so that it shows. And then this here comes like from more of a shoulder there, comes like down a lot further than that does. And then like her arm, right? This is where it becomes very prominent that I use the other layer, because if I don't, then this is where it could all go wrong. So this is now all behind, which might look strange, but you'll thank me when this actually works. I'm gonna give her a bit of shorter arms. Like I said, it's gonna be like more of a chibi than anything. We're gonna have to put the oh, we are gonna have to go back to that layer for this. Right, she's got like these pink things coming off like the front. They're like more pinky than they are red. I'm trying to just get it next to the picture. That's too dark. We'll go with this. So she gets like, it kind of comes in, which means like it comes up to like here. So I'm trying to like visualize how this would so it kind of like just, it's kind of just like a triangle basically. And that kind of just goes there. And then there's another one kind of on a back. Kind of like back here. But we can kind of just do that for that one. That needs to run way further down. Right, we can kind of do that for that. Because then it runs into the white, and the white is going to be pure white. It's going to have to be like the brightest thing. Well, not the brightest, but one of, more lighter than, you know, actual white. This can go back on el bottom layer. And that needs to just kind of be like, kind of like that, and then it just kind of just flows out. Whoops. Need to kind of do this because I'm hitting actual things in the room. And that kind of just comes down and back around, down there. Let's see. And it kind of like runs there and then down like that. And there's like a shade of green in there. So there's this white. All this is going to be green, and then it's another shade of white, and then it's just literally the rest of it is. We can get that with this. We can cover way more ground with this quicker. And then anything that doesn't particularly need to be there, we can erase with the eraser. And then we can start adding shading and stuff. So it actually looks more like, you know, decent. Okay. All right. Moments of truth. I might do that again because that's like a very thin line on the picture. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. We still got to put the other hand in yet. pretty good. So we need to kind of sort this out down here now. She has like kind of waves. Oh god, right. I'm gonna have to turn again. And then, right. So, she's got kind of like waves in her dress. Kind of like that. And then it kind of just goes up again here. And then it goes over again. We'll do one more. And then on these like curves, kind of runs up. And we can rub out. Because I want to put like a bit of an angle on that. Nice. Right. And it's like down here, this just completely needs to smooth it out. As we go like up here. How's that go? Because it kind of like needs to be kind of online with this bottom one. So it kind of needs to go like, it goes kind of in there. And then kind of down like that. And then up into the curve. We can hit the rest of that after we colour it in. Now then, is that more of a colour to do with her dress or character? The dress is definitely darker, but we'll use the same tone because I don't want to incorporate too many colours. I also need to be very careful about the tracking on this. Ah, the tracking's doing me in on some bits. Whew, that was a stressful bit. Right, let's have a look. Because now what we can do is we know exactly where that needs to go. And we can finally do like the little outline around here. Like that. And then we get our pure white. Yeah, this is pure. I know that it looks a bit, oh, that does look a bit dark actually. It's okay, we can work with it. And that is exactly why that is on the top layer, because we end up doing that. Right, so it doesn't look right when you're looking at it from the side, but when you look at it from the front, it looks fine. We need to get this down here. Perfect. And this around here. Perfect. Right, the hardest part of their arms. I'm gonna drop this here for a second because I need to. Okay, so somewhat bad news. I may have just completely destroyed my headset. Somehow. We're gonna see. Well, thank goodness for that. I haven't destroyed it. I must have just tugged the wire out. I'm hoping I can get back in because otherwise yes! Now everything's running really slow. Let me see. Yeah, because it's like running at like 11 FPS. We're gonna lose it. Right, you know what? Let me come back and we're gonna try and find a fix for this because I'm not losing all that work I've just done. Right, so it's rather annoying because no matter what, like, I'm only getting like, let's see what this. And it's not like I can quit Steam VR or Oculus or anything, because it's gonna stop everything. And I don't know what it is that's causing the issue. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Even though it's near unbearable for me, I'm gonna try and finish. Oh wow, right. We're gonna struggle. But we're gonna try and finish this off the best we can. I'm not very happy now because right, that's on the wrong layer for a start. Turn this towards me so that we don't end up ruining it. I've completely lost my window as well. Oh, everything's fallen over. Okay, they kind of like leaf hands. I'm trying my best for this because, like I said, I'm running at like. Oh right, yeah. Need to we need to come back to this one, don't we? I'm annoyed a tad, right? It's not like we can't try again afterwards. So basically, what we're looking for is kind of like leaf fingers, kind of like that. But they need like rounded hands. Apologies, because I'm trying to do this like at 11 FPS. We might just come in and try again. So let's get... do that. Okay, and then we'll do... that up there. Carefully. Nice. So let's get the eraser brushes, which are these ones. Right, we're gonna have to be so careful with this because, like, we don't want to raise the whole thing. But there's like just tads and sections of like bits that we need to just tidy up before we give it another shot. So that's one of the main ones out there. We have this down here, which I can't reach. Of course I can't. Oh, this is like so tremendously tough when you're working in such low FPS. It's actually ridiculous. So cool. Let's see how that screenshot turns out, shall we? I want to make sure that it's taken the screenshot right and not not messed up at all. So it stores it in like the Steam library somewhere, I think. There's also an update pending for this game. It didn't take it. Hang on, here's what we're gonna do, right? Get me in this game, like, right. And then I'm gonna print screen it as well, because then it'll go to my I'm hoping one more. Cool. So that's pretty cool. We are gonna restart this game now, as well as restart this headset because it's completely gone. So it's detective launch the game from a different location, blah 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 blah. We haven't, so it's fine. Now, true question is, it said that it would have sent. Oh my. Right, so it's downloading that update. We are going to try drawing Gardevoir again because we kind of just need to. So that's not what it's supposed to be. We have this. Cool. So I have copies of it now. I have quite a few copies of it. I have 6 pictures of the same thing. I'm just gonna reboot this headset really quick. So bear with me. while I do that. Devices, Rift. And with the Rift, I would like you to be reset. I may have to restart SteamVR entirely. Okay, bear with me as okay, Oculus is rebooted. In which case, SteamVR should reboot. The music is back. I can make that work. SteamVR. Oh, headset, my headset. Well, it's active and it's connected and it's working. A key component of SteamVR isn't working. Right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to unplug the VR and plug it back in. Now that nothing will be using it. It will be. So it says connected. So now that it's done that, close. Why is everything so difficult? The fact that this headset knows that it's on, knows that it's alive, but doesn't show anything. It's typical, isn't it? Alright. Don't worry, we can make this work. It's saying that the headset's display cable's not plugged in. And here's the thing, I know for a fact it is. Now. We're up and running. So let's start SteamVR. So, basically what happened there was, when I unplugged it, because I'm using an Oculus Rift and it's one of the most trash headsets in the world, basically, the Rift uses a different runtime to that which, let me move my coffee so I'm not too like skeptical about moving it. I'm probably not going to drink the rest of it anyway because it's gone quite cold. So basically what happens is, in its almighty wisdom, the Rift, because it's Facebook owned, right? And you know, isn't that the most typical thing in the world? Decides, right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, in my almighty wisdom, use my own runtime rather than the runtime that the Valve Index and HTC Vive use. So, because that's the case, it runs not only through Steam VR but also through Oculus. And because it runs through the Oculus one, there's more delay. And when it disconnects, it basically says, hold on, there's a desync here. And what's happening in reality is Steam VR knows how to kind of recover. You know, like it's a stable thing. So if I was on a Index or I was on a HTC Vive, Steam VR would say, right, we've had a disconnect. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, you're back in business. But because the Rift runs through the its own proprietary like thing, it basically says, imagine this is Rift, is it's basically saying, we've had a disconnect. Okay, back up. Okay. But what it's not saying then is it's not talking to Steam VR and saying, oh, what's happened here? Is it's not saying to Steam VR then, hey, guess what? You're all back up. Run everything at normal times. You know, like the Rift's running again. Hey, Tiff. I need to resize that window back to how it was. How you doing today? We just got a picture ruined by the Oculus Rift. How wonderful is that? You're back home? Sweet. Nothing like being cozy at home, right? Ah. You went to the psyche hospital? What? Why? Are you doing alright? That's good at least. You had me worried there for a second. Whew. Let's kind of get that out there and... I'm glad you're doing alright. You had me a bit concerned. I was having bad thoughts. You're taking Zoloft now. I'm going to try and get some sessions for therapy for coping methods. Yeah, you don't want to be... As much as that medication might help you, you don't want to become too dependent on it. It's not particularly pleasant when you have those like negative thoughts, negative feelings and things. It's really difficult to like talk about too, because you know every situation is different, and you can't really say, oh, it's just like thinking better. It's like, no, it's not. It's not just that. You can't just say, well, you need to stop being more. That's negative. It's like, do you know anything? Like, it's not a giant deal. It's happened before. All I'll say is, you know, like, some of the, like, whatever best thing I can say is try not to use the medication as a coping mechanism. I willingly went there to help. You know, yeah, that's the best way of doing it. Just as long as you don't use the medication as a coping mechanism, you'll be good. Because the therapy can then, like, you'll kind of gauge you back on the right track. I'm not really a big fan of, you know, the therapy and stuff. I think, you know, like, mine doesn't really help me a lot. But, you know, that's just one situation. It's like, my therapy might not help me, but it might be like life-changing to someone else. It's like, again, it's a thing you can't compare because it's people. You've used it before, so it's all right. That's good to know. Better than sitting around debating death. Hey, look. Right. If death comes for you, you gotta fight him. There's no like accepting it. You've got to kind of stare him in the face and go, hey, get out of here. And it's not funny to joke about it, but don't instantly say, right, go on then. You've got to put up a fight, even if like you're ready to go. Like you feel like you're ready to go. You gotta look at death and go, make me. It's called stubbornness. It's got real bad. Yeah, when those thoughts get bad, it's just like, what's the point? The usual like thing for me is just to kind of lie down and fall asleep for a bit. And sure, I might feel like really bad for the rest of the day, but that's my coping mechanism because I'm kind of like, right, I'm just not thinking. Not the best coping mechanism in the world, but it's still a decent like mechanism. At least I don't feel like bad afterwards. But the antidepressants will help. They will. Just, you know the risks of them and you've used them before. So like you said, you'll be good. But I'm glad you're doing better. That's the main thing. My mind doesn't stop thinking. I don't think that the mind ever stops thinking. It's about how you use that. I get real fixated on stuff. I know what you mean. It's like when you know something's happening, it's like that's all that runs through your mind. It's like, what do I do with that? It's tough. Like, it's tough to deal with it. There's not really, you know, a lot you can do with that. Again, I'm not a therapist. While the human psyche interests me, I am too stupid to understand how it actually works. So I'm not a therapist. I whatever I say, like don't take it as like, yeah, I gotta follow like Professor K and whatever. It's like, don't do that. That's why I'm doing coping mechanisms, learning ways to deal with it. Don't rely on those coping mechanisms. You know, that's a bad way of putting it, actually. Don't try and make everything, like, don't try to have a coping mechanism. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Because if you have, like, a coping mechanism for everything, then your brain's gonna think, hold on a minute. And then none of them work. It's like, or you start, like, tricking yourself. And it trips you up. And you're like, did I do that? Didn't I? So when you have it for one or two things, it's good. When you start using them a lot, it gets a bit... You'll spring back, Tiff. You always do. I believe in you. I'm kind of trying to figure out what to do next. I'm trying to think. Where have we been? Let me think. My recent... What? How's... Oh, of course. Right, yeah, of course. There'll be less people in because this is the new update. We can go and do no time to talk. You'll like this one, Tiff. Remember how we were talking about remember how we were talking about body pillows? When was it? No, it was like trying to slam myself up. Remember how we were talking about body pillows? Like last week sometime. Well, on sale now. I hate that with a passion so much. Print them. What's worse was, right, the first time I was in this world, I looked at the front, I just thought, right, well, that's just like a picture thing, isn't it? It's like, you know, there's taking a picture. It takes a picture of the back too. It's so cute. No body pillows of me. There are other people for that. I'm like the last person that should be on one. Ooh. I thought this world was funny because like you can pick it up as well. And, woo. But I don't like this. It makes me feel a bit weird. Whoa. Boop. Why tease then? Aren't you cute? No, no one said that. I just find this world really funny because there are avatars that you could get like put on that and it'd be like, ooh. Would I put myself in a body pillow? Maybe, but you know, it wouldn't be what anyone was expecting. I wouldn't think. Ain't no like normal version of me and then like barely any clothing on. It's like that is just not happening. Trying to like uncover like some super amazing world. Let's go to let's go here. Body pillow material. Please don't say that. Am I body pillow material? It's a little bit like is it pessimistic? It's not. No. It's a bit. Is it narcissistic? Something like that. Narcissistic. Yes. I find it a little bit narcissistic if I was if I owned a body pillow myself. So we can turn the sound up for this one. You're cute. Deal with it. I will deal with it. Very much so. So I'm just messing with some sweet pure K. sweet and pure? I don't think so. I might be pure, but I don't think I'm sweet. Leave that as it is. Leave that as it is. Sure. Just set all that to high. Right, cool. You mean then? I don't think I'm mean. I think I'm... Ooh, crap. I'm very caring, but I think I'm very blunt. Oh, this has changed. Again. Here you go, little fella. I need to find that, like, a place like chill. Oh, yes. But that's all I mean. You know, it's like... I'm not completely like... Oh, it's so cute, so kawaii, so amazing. Yeah, it's like, I'm not... Sweet. But I definitely try and be positive where I can. I just think sometimes my, like, mentality kind of runs off. And it does go down like a... Oh, I didn't know I said that route, which can be bad. Whoa. Let's sort that out. Just do that. And then... Yeah, sure. Why not? This is like the relaxing portion. What time are we on? We've got 50 minutes of wonderful nature to just talk about. It's a little bit dark. We'll knock it up. We'll knock the lumens at 1. And just outside we just see fishy. In fact, let's go downstairs. Because if we go downstairs... Oh, like this is all changed. If we go down here, right, we can go in here. In fact, we can change the ambient scene as we're down here. Turn this down. Steam's mess sometimes. Like friends list disappears and stuff. Ah, Steam's messed all the time. There's always something broken. It's just when they decide to fix it. What was it the other day? I was having issues. Oh yeah, it was moving games. I was moving games off OneDrive to another, and Steam just would not do it for some reason. So I had to uninstall them and reinstall them to the new drive, which subsequently I'm actually moving back again because I'm going to use the drive to install Linux on instead. And if I can get most stuff working, I'm probably going to be on Linux the next time we see each other. Okay, nerd. It's wonky as hell. Hey, no, look, let me justify myself, right? It has much more uses than just being the nerdy platform. Much more feasibility. It's less of a performance hog. So it doesn't eat resources like Windows does. The majority of Steam games will work on Linux. And it's slightly better for security? Yeah. The only issue is, again, is my headset. Apparently there's issues with Linux because Facebook in their own mighty, grand palace decided, hey, guess what? We're not going to make any drivers for Linux. So we have to rely on open source, which sometimes doesn't work. I don't know anything about computers. Okay, let me summarize it like this then. It's a bit better. It's a bit better, and if you use something like Ubuntu, like, it kind of guides you through the process anyway. I need to have a play around with it to see if it's actually feasible or not, because there's certain things like the OBS and stuff like that that might not play nice with it. But we'll see. That's my task over the next 2 days while I go on around. I don't go on Facebook. Hey, neither do I. Do you want to know why I have this over a Viber Index? This I got for half price. So I paid like $180 for this, and the cheapest now you can get one is like $270. But at the time it was like $300, $350. I got this for like $180. The cheapest 5 now is like 400 quid. And the one with built-in tracking, which would end up being the one I get, I think that's 500. And the only reason I can't get a actual Viber Valve Index is because they require room tracking with base stations and stuff, and I've got nowhere to set them up. So unfortunately, I have Mark Zuckerberg in my mind. And it's just like, yes, help your lizard gods. Used to go on the gram and took pictures of now various pervs made me private and unfriend people I don't truly trust. I think that's just the standard, is it not, with Instagram? That's one platform I've never touched. Same with like Tumblr. I've never touched Tumblr because that's another one that just got like a lot of bad press. I've had DeviantArt, but that's purely because like there's some actually good art on there. And fanfiction. And fanfiction. we don't talk about the fanfiction. I think that's fanfiction's like a really like weird really weird thing to talk about because everyone automatically thinks, oh, fanfiction. Are you talking about porn? It's like, no, I'm talking about fanfiction. Gone are the days of like the baby internet. Now I'm just like, I jump between Twitter, Reddit, and whatever else I'm on, and I'm just then like, time to do it all again. And I finally got over Arcane, which is good. My brain's just like, yeah, you've seen enough of this now, considering I've watched it twice. And that's the issue. It's like you said, you know, when you get attached to things, you start overthinking things. It's like that. I have the same problem, where if I watch something, it becomes my new addiction. So it's like when, just like I did with Arcane, like I did with Mr. Robot, like I did with lots of animes back in the day. I'm gonna end up doing it to RWBY when RWBY comes out for its last volume. I'm screwed in the head. I can't fix that. I give it a week and then it goes. But it's bad to put up with it, and that's why I try to avoid quite a bit of, you know, sentience around that. Maybe I need to fix that. Where is that? Get rid of that. I don't need more than necessary. Yeah, but don't trust Instagram. Don't trust Facebook. Don't trust any of the Meta company. Oh, let me think. WhatsApp. Maybe it's time to move away from WhatsApp. What else do they own? They own something else. They own like something very like weird that I didn't think Facebook owned. I liked Instagram. Was this before Facebook bought them out? No, I can't remember when Facebook bought them out actually. Facebook bought Instagram out quite early on. It was one of the first. It was one of the first ones they acquired. I think 2015, something like that. There's something about Instagram. I don't know. It made me think like, it's not the platform for me. But then again, I don't like taking pictures of myself, so that was kind of my decibel in that. It's like, I like showing off my outfits to people. There you go. That's why it's the ideal platform to you. You like to take pictures to show off something that you're really interested in, which is like, obviously like, look at this outfit. It looks amazing. It looks great. But then obviously you get the bullies and stuff that come in, and it's like, you get that anywhere, I think. You can't blame that on Instagram. You can't blame that on Facebook. If you did that on any site, anyone would say that. It's like, that's just the way people are. Some people are scummy. It's like Reddit. If you did that on Reddit, you get exactly the same response, but you'd also get a good response. Reddit's very different to Instagram, though. I just sexual comments. You mean like dislike or like? Oh, that's all you were getting. And that's why you private. Right, right. That makes more sense. Again, that's what people are like. Abuse and sexual comments and whatever else. It's like, again, you'll get it in any community. You know, like, take Twitter for instance. I'd lie if I said I didn't get a Twitter message that said, oh, do you not feel like your character could be a bit more revealing? No, and you've just done yourself a block. Stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not allowing that comment. Again, that's just the community we live in. It's ridiculous. Because apparently every woman that shows off their body wants to be sexualized, apparently. It's like, guys, we don't. We don't. We just want to be treated like real people. Because that's what we are. We're not some plaything. Or you get the DMs. I think that's typical. That's typical of like chasers and stuff though. It's like, if you come across people like that, just block them. They're not worth the time. They're not worth the mental energy, to be honest. I like the people who, when I was like starting and I was like really early on, where I was like saying like, you know, oh, I got my COVID vaccine, blah, blah, blah. And people were coming in like badgering me really early on, like, why do you comply? Why do you comply? I was like, get out then, block. So I don't care if someone comes in and is like, hey, look, I disagree with you. That's fine. That's rooms for like a, let's have a sensible conversation. If they start coming in and saying, oh yeah, I think what you do is absolutely disgraceful, you're promoting bad behaviour, it's like, I got like the sodding vaccine. It's like, how's that bad behaviour? If anything, you're asking to die by not getting it. Especially these days. It's like, don't come in here and push your ideals on me. Because then, I'm just going to block you. Whereas I can have like grounds for sensible conversation with people. And then even if I don't change your mind, who cares? It's a conversation we had. It's a debate. It's about pushing those opinions on people and then saying like, look, this is how I feel. And if we don't agree, we don't agree. That's simple as. Don't come in here and say, this is what you've got to agree with. It's the same with that. It's like, you don't have to put up with it. Just block it. There's only so many people like that in the world. Just go, right? Oh, look, there's a chaser. Boop. Oh, look, there's someone who's like abusing me. Boop. Someone's sexualizing me. Boop. Gone. You don't need it. You don't need that in your life. Just get it out and surround yourself with people and being like, hey, Tiff, that dress looks amazing on you. It's like, it's not grounds to get rid of the platform. It's just get rid of the people on it who act like that. But don't get TikTok. Don't get TikTok. I had a TikTok. I put 3 things on it and then deleted the account. There's a couple of good things that come out of TikTok, but there's nothing worth having an account for. Unless you come out with some like really cool way of being able to like manipulate TikTok's system, then I will salute you. There's got to be like some formula in TikTok to be like, The answer to your question is officially no, but actually yes. Yeah, trust me, when you have to wait like 5 years, it's not great. But don't worry, we can do it safe. That's all that matters. We can do it safe. Don't worry. Don't worry. Look, I feel much better. Right? Because if I didn't do it, I'd probably be not here. So, I'm already far safer than I was. I'm doing it carefully. I'm doing it carefully. I'm looking after myself, right? Look, a good year of research went into this. Although our waiting lists are moving. That's good. Our waiting lists are moving. They were looking at like October 2018, back in June. When I'm on like February of 2019, so they're definitely moving through, which is good. It seemed like you were going somewhere with that question before I threw that segue in. I don't know, it just seemed like it was like a question to lead into another question. That's all I was saying. It was like, are you doing this? Okay, well maybe then I can ask this question. That's where I thought it was going. No. Don't worry, I'm being careful then. Of course I am. If I didn't care about being careful, like I said, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be taking care of myself. I might act stupid, but I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. Just wondering. You're thinking because of the voice and stuff? Or is it like... I don't know what would trigger like the thought process for it, but maybe it's just like a curiosity thing, potentially. I do want to change it, but I'm questioning that. You're overthinking. I was just wondering. Hey, look. Overthinking's a good thing sometimes. I think I actually got someone really... I got someone really mad with me today because I overthink. Your voice is better than mine. Your voice is great. I think I really like traumatized someone today. Because basically I as a job am a computer geek, which means I do a lot of scripting and programming. And I made a script very, very complex to do a lot of things, and someone wanted something very simple. So I pretty much, in that instance, have made a script that can do someone's job. And they got very mad with me because they said, "Oh, it's not what we asked for." I bet they use it though. It's not. Hey, hey, your voice is great. Don't compare yourself to other people. Everyone has a different voice, right? Got to hold comfort in that. I can understand like people having like dysphoria with the voice and stuff. That's gonna be torture to like go through that. It's like, it's a bit, it's a bit shoddy, isn't it? I love this place. This place is like cozy as anything. I keep badgering my one of my co-workers. I keep telling them I'm going to drag him in VR. You have a nice voice. I'm trying. I'm working on it. I'm working on it because I think it's way too high. It's way too high for like normal speak. So I'm trying to like tone it down. I actually need to do some actual training on it. It's more about like raising like muscles in the throat and stuff. Which currently I'm not, which means I'm working on a falsetto, which means I actually can't sing in this voice. And I can tell the difference because whenever I do, I can actually sing in that voice. So I don't know what to do with that. So I do kind of need to work on it, but we'll do that as it comes. I just look back. There's a picture of Godvor on my screen. Okay, alright, let's have a look at this. I've read that notification, I think. Yep. Cool. I hate Discord sometimes. But yeah, I need to work on my voice some more. To the point where I can actually sing in it. Because if you can sing in your voice, that means you're hitting all the right things and you're actually using the right muscles in your throat. Whereas if you like this, where you're kind of running on a falsetto and your like larynx isn't lifted at all, then it's not in the right way. So I can still kind of utilize this voice, but I need to make sure that I lift my larynx up, which means I need to lower my voice a bit. And the more and more that I voice train like this, means I can get this to a point where it's actually normal. And then I can sing. Get it off then, Discord. No, it's just the notifications because I'm in so many servers. Discord's fun. Discord's fun to like jump into some lobbies and stuff. Especially when the snowmas happens. When the snowmas happens, get in those servers. What I do last Christmas, someone messaged me out of that server, asked me if I wanted to play chess, and we had about 50 games with each other just over like Christmas period. Playing chess. No one I know actively uses Discord. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's just like it's open all the time. But again, I guess it depends like what servers you're in. I'm in like a trans server. And when I joined that server, so when I joined said server, there was like a group of people and I could pinpoint exactly when these specific people would be online because they would literally spend all the time like typing in this chat. One comes to mind. I mentioned this on Tuesday to my guy. But I remember it very specifically for the person because they made little Warhammer figures out of epoxy resin. And they used to paint them up and stuff. But I used to like read the things. I can't remember what their names were. I'm not gonna dox anyone on the servers. They use it for one sentence, two and bounce. People you care about. People in other servers who are not currently friends with you could become people you care about. I feel like if it's just like for messaging people and stuff, I feel like stuff like WhatsApp's always going to take priority. It's like Discord isn't social media, but it does function much better as social media. I like to think like, you know, that the Discord's like Lo-Fi Girl and obviously like one's focusing around like specific groups of people, streamers, VTubers, oh wow, you got me on a like ran it here of like trying to think what servers I'm in. For like people with like, you know, like the same like mental health issues and stuff like that. It's like it functions better like that as like growing these communities than it does as just like, hey, are you coming to this thing today? Yeah. I don't like knowing people. Oh, I don't like knowing people. I don't want to know more people. I just want to know the people that I already know. Honestly, that's a mood. That's a mood. Everyone outside of all this can just... I don't know, I think that's like a... That's a different thing. So when I used to like go into like voice chats and stuff, like I said, social anxiety like really messes me over. In that regard. It's like I barely speak, pretty much. And that's just the way I am. It's like you can't change it. It's like I made like a couple of things, but I never spoke because why would I? I don't mind voice chat. I mind people. Look, some people are nice, and some people are bad. Some people are very bad. But people don't care. People are just like, eh. It is what it is. I feel like though if you mind people, you're gonna mind like the voice chats with said people. You know. I'm just like trying to do like an introspective here of like Discord. What's it actually useful for? In my eyes, it's communities. And it's communities around like certain things. But is it useful for like just like small gatherings, small groups? I know that you use it for like your book club and stuff like that. Was in voice chat on weekend, was fine. I assume that's with people you know, right? It's like, if you would just jump into a random voice chat, let's say, I don't know what servers we got. Let's have a gander shot. Let's have a look. Let's spawn. A brand new window. Spawn a new window. Uh-oh, it's like super mega massive. Small, 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 small. I don't want to dock this one to my arm. Set contents. Yeah, straight up just Discord. Cool. Whoa. Nope. One I knew, the other one I didn't. It was nice though. Ah, that's nice. So, like, trying to like hive mind it, right? Basically, is stuff like Lo-Fi Girl, which is like just a group of people surrounding music, lo-fi music. So it's a mega server. There's never anyone in like... Well, there's tons of people in like just different voice chats doing different things. You know, and you obviously hear like these stories sometimes of just people. Oh look, we met over like Discord, and it's like, yeah, you should be careful of that. But it's like you can met friends this way. You got like wholesome memes. Wholesome memes. Who doesn't love wholesome memes? It's like this is literally a community just focused around memes. Now, there's never anyone in any of the lobbies, any of the voice chats, but there's just people that share memes, and it's really cool. Oh, and they're like pictures like an anime girl crying and being surrounded by cats. Ah. I have a mental health Discord. But I'm not going to say which one. But this is like another one. This is like where people like just like share their creative like instincts and stuff, and they rant and vent on it and things. It's like you can actually find, because you're in a group of people with the same problem, you can kind of rant and vent and people understand. It's not like they're going to say, yeah, you just need to grow up. It's like, you understand, right? We have this one. I don't know what kind of fool owns this server. Corner of Positivity? Blah. Let's move on. There's stuff like the VTuber ones, right? It's not the same as with friends though. That's understandable, because obviously you're just like chilling with your friends. Like you know exactly what you're getting into with them. Like, you know what the boundaries are, what you can joke about and what you can't joke about, because you feel at ease because you know your friends. I know exactly what you're trying to hit here, but I'm trying to like kind of justify in a way of saying that I don't think Discord is that thing. I'm not saying that. In ways it is, and in ways it isn't, is what I'm trying to get at. It's like, back in the day, before the likes of Discord, it was TeamSpeak. Before TeamSpeak, it was Skype, you know. I feel that they walk on eggshells around me. Any specific reason for that? If you know what I mean. It's like, do you have any inkling why they would? It's like, because I feel like the only way of actually like probably assume I'm a fairy. They would assume you're a fairy. In what way? In what way would you describe? Super sensitive? It's just about setting the boundaries with them. Like, I don't particularly. They're scared to offend. I think loads of people are scared to offend, to be honest. It's like, it's difficult. I don't know if this just, I don't know if it just comes from like culture and things, you know, because I'd utilize it in a way that like we do at work. Everybody at work insults each other, and that's just the way that workforce is. It's like people might insult me because of my identity, But in that exact same comeback, I could throw an insult at someone that would be seen as like generally distasteful. But no one in that room would care, even the person who gets that insult back, because they see it as banter. Now, if someone outside of that room was to do it, maybe then that insult would start climbing. Except maybe a few people, because nobody can handle anything these days. They're all Some people just overly like. There's tons of people overly sensitive. Just tell them that you're not sensitive, and if you are sensitive, then set the boundaries that they can feel safe to talk to you without causing you to feel sensitive. And that's just the way it goes. I put it the way that I did when we got a new guy that joined us. Was you're gonna get people calling you stuff. You're gonna get people saying things to you. Just take it on chin, because half the time they don't mean it. Nothing goes for me. Or anything goes. Well, just make that clear. Just say to them, look, anything, absolutely anything, go wild. There's a couple of things that will trigger me to the point of being like, oh, is that the game you want to play? There's a couple of things. There's not a lot, but there's a couple. I feel like stuff like that is it's a bit crappy, isn't it? That stuff like that happens, and just gotta make it very clear. One of them is that I don't like being called a trap, because I'm not. 100% woman. Right there. In the old noggin. My mental health woes come from me assuming people hate me. And not feeling like I belong. I hit that same border. Oh, everyone hates you, everyone hates you. The majority of the time it's not true. Again, I'm not a therapist. The way I deal with it is I wait till this person wants something from me. You might assume like someone hates you, but when you're useful to them, that hate dwindles, right? Or the thought that they hate you dwindles. It's like a lot of the times it's like family, right? Right? So like you think one specific person in your family hates you, right? Your mind will instantly go, that person hates me. Okay, how can I actually figure out if they hate me or not? Wait until they're having a problem. And if you think you can help with that problem, step in. And if they start to accept your help and listen to you and things, that's proof, right? It's like, hey, guess what? They don't hear you. It's just your own mind playing tricks. Or craving acceptance badly to the point that it messes me up and people don't engage me. It doesn't automatically mean people hear you. You belong wherever you want to belong. Simple as that. Don't let your brain tell you otherwise. Tell your brain. Yeah, if you wanna do that, then you can go Wookie bye bye, but I'm staying right here. It's about fighting your brain and telling your brain no. Which is hard because it's obviously your brain doing the work, but it's like it's one part of your brain against another part of your brain. And it's about using that other part of your brain over the other part. Mine doesn't operate that way. The same way a lot of like these sort of things, it's like it's just changing the way you like look at things and doing stuff like that. One of the like things that I found out going to like therapy and stuff and dealing with things and issues was that as I went more and more, I figured out their little tactic. And I'd already tried everything that they suggested before. You gotta let them think they're doing their job. Surprisingly, if you let them do that, it actually tricks your brain into thinking, maybe I should do that. Even if you tried it before. Very useful. But to be honest, being in hospital, I like being in hospital. It was away from everything. It was just a change. That's the best way I can like describe this, right? Is the human psyche likes change. It likes things that deviate off the path. It's basically you not being at home or being in your town or wherever you usually are. You went to this hospital, right? Different scenery, different place, different things happening. Your brain likes that because it's like, this is different, this is different, this is different, this is different. Keeping your mind preoccupied as to where am I? Where am I going? What's here? What's here? What's here? Whereas you already know, like in your town, okay, this is like 4 stops around the corner. This is here. This is here. Oh, this is our house. This is like the exact layout, the exact distances, and like, oh yeah, there's like a satsuma on the kitchen table or something. It's like the human brain is not designed to work in cycles. It's very dangerous to fall into that trap. And that's why your brain liked it. That's why you feel relieved when you had like that change of scenery, because you were like, I just liked it because I was also left alone. All I did was read and not really think about stuff. Like being a child. that's it. Again, just an escape. It's an escape from the truth. Escape from reality. So it's just learning to deal with like life and things, and just having a bit of a break from it is relieving. Whoa, fish came through like the wall then. I'm just thinking like, what would be like the actual reasoning that your brain would think this is so relaxing? It's because you're being like waited on and stuff, and it's like, I don't like. It's like I don't like hospital food at all. Of the 2 times I was in hospital, I don't like hospital food. And the only time I do like hospital food is when it's bought from another cafe on the hospital premises. It's like, it was good. It's not even that. I just wish I had no responsibility. Well, that's what the therapy is going to help with. It's going to say like, you know, the responsibility of life and the things that you are responsible for taking care of. How can you help yourself feel like they're not such a responsibility? Things that you can just do there and then. It's like, therapy's good, but it's not a be all and end all savior. It's like, what therapy is it asks you questions about certain things that will then get you to think, how can I do that better? It doesn't give you answers, it helps you find the answers. I do know how to live. It's tiring. It might be tiring, but how can we make it not tiring? Like you said, like yoga, meditation, right? You find a safe space in reading. Something my therapist said to me is like, create a routine, basically, for a week, and stick to that routine, and that puts you into a routine. Then the next week, do a different routine. So it wasn't like constant schedule, but it was more like, do this 1 week. So like, you know, let's create one right now and say like on a Monday, wake up at 7, do some yoga, go to work, which obviously can't change, come home, sit back and relax for a bit, like, I don't know, 6 till 8, sit back, relax, 8 till 9, do something productive. It could be absolutely anything. Clean the house, work on other projects you have. If you have any pets, walk your pets. Or like, you know, certain pets, clean the cage or something like that. And then you hit like a limit point, like 10:30, go to bed. It's that sort of mentality. I gotta go make supper now. Have a good night. You should sleep. I do clean every Sunday. No worries. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I hope you do start feeling better. Good night, Tiff. On that, it is like 6 minutes past midnight, which means I do need to get running. It was fun. We chilled out for 50 minutes, which was neat. But it's that time now that we run away and fall into slumber. And with that, I wish you a wonderful evening. And I hope that you have wonderful dreams and you aspire and meet your goals. So take care of yourself, because I know you can do it.